What if I told you that there was only one number that you need to focus on in order to earn even more in roofing sales? This one number is the deciding factor that's going to separate a medium producer, a top producer, and someone who may have earned more money flipping burgers rather than being in roofing sales. This video is going to teach you a very powerful mindset shift to focus on not what you earn at the end of the year, but a more specific number that if you put all of your time, resources, and energy into will increase your income exponentially. I'm talking, yes, you can double, you could even triple. Or if you're like me, when I came into the business, I 7x'd my income in 12 months. 7x. Yeah, I had a really low start, so it made it a little easier. But that was back in 2011, and today's numbers have changed, the game has changed, and there are plenty of people who've done even better than I did in my first year, and that's what I hope for you. So if you're new here, welcome, and if you're not, welcome back. I'm really glad to have you here. My name is Adam Bensman, the Roof Strategist, and everything I do here is designed to help you and your team smash your income goal and give every customer an amazing experience. But there's other pieces to this beyond money. That's your life, your livelihood, your health, the opportunities that you enjoy with your family, and the lifestyle that I want you to love. And listen, roofing sales is personal development in disguise. Now, what do I mean by that? It means that personal development is categorized by how we communicate, how we feel, our mindset, our daily routine, our habits, our time management, everything we bring to the world of ourselves. And just this morning, I was journaling about making a commitment to improve myself in every category each and every day to make those incremental improvements. And one of the reasons I'm doing that is to focus on this exact number, the one number that I measure, that I want you to measure as well. And that, my friend, is what we are about to talk about in today's video. Now, before we get into this, one free offer for you. If you have not done this yet, pay very close attention. I want you to get a free copy of my Pitch Like a Pro Roofing Sales Training Video Library. If you've enjoyed these videos, you're going to love the library. Why? Because you'll be able to download it right now. I'm going to send you a link, and once you open that up, you're going to be able to click and access all of my videos I've ever done, organized by category for really easy binging, studying, and sharpening those sales skills. And that's available 100% free. There's a link in the video and podcast description, and it is also available at theroofstrategist.com. So head on over there right now. You're going to love it. All right, now let's get back into this. Big question mark. What are these numbers compared to these numbers? I'm going to give you a hint. On your left side of the screen, what you see are different brackets of income that we're going to call annual income. Okay, this is our annual income. Now, what does this spit out? This, my friend, is what we call the number one number that you need to focus on, which is effective hourly rate. Sorry, the E didn't fit, but you get the idea. Effective hourly rate, also known as EHR. Okay, I want you to think of this. This number, if you journal, if you start journaling because you're following along, by the way, follow along on Instagram at Roof Strategist. I'd love to have you there. I document my journaling practice. EHR, so grab your journal, write this down, EHR, effective hourly rate. So many people are focused on this top line number that we lose track of the effective hourly rate. And I want to give you an example. When I made my first 8 month in roofing sales, I generated $140,000 of income. This is back in 2011. And again, not all that had been paid out. It had been generated in the 8 months, and there was some trickle carryover. But here's what I want, the reason I'm sharing this with you. This, my friends, is based off of a 40-hour work week on average. So I'm going to write 40-hour, come on, there we go, 40 hours a week, which, by the way, is 2,080 in a year, okay? Hours in a year. So I want to ask you this. Do you think I worked 40 hours? No. I always joke, by the way, with roofing salespeople because 40 hours is like kind of part-time. We have a hard time turning off because the more we work, the more we can make. But we can often look at this the wrong way and drown ourselves in overwhelm, burnout, and inefficiencies that actually zap money from our pocket. So what I want to challenge you to do is ignore the annual income and focus on your effective hourly rate. Why? Because sometimes we chase these big numbers, but if I had worked, and I want you to see this, if I had earned $200,000, for example, but I had worked 80 hours a week, this number gets dropped in half. Now, I can't do math on the fly to save my life. So this number, 96 divided by 2, what do we got, Sheena? 96 divided by 2. I need a number. I can't do math. Holler from off camera. Can you give me the number? 96 divided by 2? She's at 43? Nope, 48? I just called out Sheena, and she's sitting at my desk working. No. Wait a minute. It's coming. 48. It's 48. By the way, Sheena handles all the numbers. She's really brilliant at numbers, but you should have seen the look of horror on her face as she's typing away, and I called her out. Love it. So this number drops down to 48. Thank you, Sheena, for playing along. Sheena's feature in our video today. All right, so my point in this is that this number, 200,000, if I doubled my time, I'm earning $48 an hour, which, by the way, is the same $48 an hour as earning $100,000 an hour. So what would you rather do? Would you rather double your income and double your time, or learn to be more efficient? Because at some point we run out of time in the day. So your key takeaway is to focus on this effective hourly rate. And there are 2 ways. I don't know why I'm doing this. There's 2 ways. There are 2 ways that you can increase this number. Method number 1 is the obvious. This is on larger commission jobs. Now, the reason that I don't only focus on this is because sometimes it is not in your control. If you're working in retail and you have inbound leads, you can't be like, sorry, not going to that house, it's too small. It doesn't work like that. And sometimes you're in an area after a severe weather event, hail, wind, hurricane, tornado, wind event. You can't dictate what homes are damaged. So although this is a great thing, we can chase the big jobs. We can use the material in the marketing battle pack, for example, to pursue the churches that, by the way, numerous guys have landed churches using that material. This is something that's not accessible and not something that you can always control. But there is an element, the second method, that you can always control. And that, my friend, is your efficiency. Now, this is where you need to think about your personal development in terms of your daily habits. There's a number of ways to increase your efficiency. Number 1 is planning, okay? Number 2 is maximizing your output. Maximizing output, and number 3 is time management. Now, this here, I want to break down a few different examples for you. Imagine selling a roof, and it's insurance related. By the way, I'm going to touch on retail as well, because yes, by the way, people ask me, Adam, do you cover retail? The answer is yes. My all-in-one sales training, sales strategy, and sales system called the Roofing Sales Success Formula is available for you and or your team, and I have the battle pack for both Storm and Retail, and my closing strategy in Storm and Retail. So yes, it is applicable to both. But my point is, imagine selling a job. You're going to have a one-call close, whether it's a self-generated lead, meaning a door knock or an inbound lead. Hopefully you sign them on the spot on this one. You meet with the adjuster, if it's insurance. Then you meet with the homeowner to review the scope. Again, on this one, this would be color selection on retail, and maybe you did it on the one-call close. And then after that, we're going to sit on the install, make sure everything's good, and collect final payment. Now, I know that everyone out there has different roles and responsibilities, but that's if all goes well, right? The one-call close, everything looks great with the insurance, we're out for install day. So we have those 5 visits to the home. So where you live or your office to your first job. What's this? Call this dead time. This is windshield time. And then if we have another neighborhood here, another one here, another one here, I'm all of a sudden spread too thin. And what's all this time? Dead time that's wasted that doesn't earn you any money. So one of the reasons that my program, The Complete Sales Strategy, has helped numerous first-year sales reps become 6-figure and even multi-6-figure earners is because we maximize the efficiency by leveraging those 5 visits to the home to produce even more sales in the neighborhood. And that's why guys like Bill Sansom, who was interviewed on the channel at age 60, did $2.2 million in his first year, 60 out of 73 homes in a subdivision. And why Marshall switched to that plan and did $500,000 in just 6 weeks in one neighborhood with a 2-week vacation. And there's countless other stories out there like this, and it's because that program, The Complete Sales Strategy, is designed with efficiency in mind to help you capitalize on your opportunities, increase your efficiency, drive more commissions in the same neighborhood, because we can't always control this, but we sure as heck can control this. So in an ideal world, you would pull both levers, but oftentimes we can't control this side. So we need to focus on what's most important, which is our efficiency. Next, just a couple of pro tips. Plan your days in advance. Every morning you wake up, you should know exactly what you're doing that day. I like to do it the night before. Next, maximizing your output. What does that mean? Batching your time on those activities. When I'm doing my follow-ups, do them all. When I'm doing estimates, do them all. Stay focused on the task at hand and pair your activities with the time of the day that makes sense. Not every minute of every day is created equal for a salesperson like you. 3 o'clock in the afternoon is a great time to start generating business. If it's 5 o'clock on a weeknight, when homeowners are coming home, you have sales appointments, you have sales opportunities, you can be out door knocking or running leads. This is not the time for you to go into the office and start updating your CRM. Do that in the morning, on rain days, or in the evening. So you want to maximize your output to pair the activity at the most valuable part of the day. And then the last one is time management. You spend so much time in your vehicle. Use this time for your follow-ups, learning, sitting in front of the house, creating your mobile office. I kept a mobile Canon printer in the back of my truck. I had everything I needed to get work done. So when the adjuster inevitably said, I'm running an hour late, I'm like, no problem. I got plenty I can be doing. So when we maximize this efficiency, what we're going to do is drive the needle up to increase our effective hourly rate. Because at the end of the day, do you want to earn $100,000 or $200,000 working 4,000 hours a year or 2,000? That was a leading question, and I hope you guessed the right answer. So if you want help on any of this, again, your mission is to increase your EHR, effective hourly rate, which is the total numbers. I want to show you how to calculate this before we wrap it up. So we have our total income divided by total hours worked. Total hours. This can be calculated. I like to do it annually. You can do it monthly or weekly as well. What you need to do is really focus, and this is going to equal your EHR. Is moving that needle through efficiency and commissions. If you want help or if your team wants help, I would highly recommend you take a look at my all-in-one sales training, sales strategy, and sales system. Covers everything from knock to close. This is being used by thousands of people across the US, Canada, and even Australia. It has produced numerous first-year, six-figure, and multi-six-figure earners, and it's even being used by some of the top 100 roofing companies in America to train their team so they can maximize their output, enjoy life-changing opportunities that they're creating for their families, but most importantly, love what they do so they can make even more money by having a higher effective hourly rate. There's links to all of this in the video description below. And if you do have any questions, my team is happy to help. This is the phone number to get in touch with us. It's 303-222-7133. You can call or text for more information and be happy to chat options with you. Hey, thank you for joining me today. There's another video that I think you're really going to like if you like this one, and that's the daily habits of a $100,000 plus earner. And you can watch that video right here. And if you haven't done it yet, hit subscribe and hit that notification bell. Why? Because everything I do here is designed to help you earn even more money, and I don't want you to miss a thing. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you on the next one.